Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to NACE Grand Finals, presented by ASUS ROG. It's the final day of the event, and we have an exciting semifinals matchup in store for you. But first, I'm Logan, joined by my great co-caster here, Ian, and the matchup I was just talking about, Stony Brook versus UTA.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good matchup, and this is a great way to start it off. Two pretty high-tier characters that also kind of just can get a lot of combos off and really just completely dominate a match if you let them.
For sure. For Stony Brook, we're talking about D-Dog on Steve, and for a UTA, we've got Atomic on Rob. But real quick, before we get into this match, we'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. So first, special thanks to our partners at Raven GG. Raven is the official merchandise partner of NACE and the premier platform for creating your dream custom gear. Whether you're outfitting a team or building a brand, Raven gives schools everything they need to look their best. Visit raven.gg to start creating today. And we'd also like to thank our partners at GG Circuit. GG Circuit is proud to support NACE at this year's Grand Finals, showcasing some of the best collegiate esports programs in the country. Behind every great team is the right infrastructure. That's where we come in. From player management and secure labs to tournament operations and remote support, GG Circuit powers the infrastructure behind every match, every scrim, and every championship moment. We simplify the technology so schools can focus on what matters most. Let coaches coach, let players compete, we'll take care of the rest. If you're building or scaling your esports program, let's connect. GG Circuit is ready when you are. But yeah, let's get back to this match chat. We've got, like we said, D-Dog on the Steve, Atomic on the Rob. And just to give a bit of a preview of the teams and their paths that they took to get to where they are right now in semifinals, for Stony Brook, they started out yesterday beating Oakland 2-0. Then they were sent to losers by Winthrop, who's our 1 seed in this tournament. And then they beat Oakland again in losers 2-1, and that's how they got here today. And for UTA, they had a simpler path. They're on the winner's side of this bracket. They beat UTD 2-0, and then they beat LCU 2-0. Couple of quick 2-0s for them, get them into winner's side of today. And that should be a pretty exciting matchup, I think.
Yeah, either way, they got really good teams, and they've come a really far way to make it all the way here.
For sure, yeah. And again, getting back into this matchup analysis here, this Rob versus this Steve, I like the Steve here better, in my opinion.
Honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of the Rob here.
I could see it going either way.
Definitely.
Two very strong characters in their own right. But, I mean, it's going to come down to, in my opinion, the zoning that both characters employ.
I think Rob can definitely, a good Steve can make sure to just not let the gyro get value, place those blocks to keep them out. And also, one of the big things is that is one of the characters that can effectively keep Rob off stage. Looking at this, though, it looks like we're getting a pretty big start from Atomic. Little bit of a string just to get 46% off.
Yeah, just a great damage so far from this Rob.
But, I mean, Steve's pretty explosive himself, not to mention having iron tools.
Fair. Nair here into the top just to try and get some damage off. But the Steve, just nothing really going for him. This parry, though, I say, F-tilt into fair.
I mean, Steve doesn't need all that much going for him. A couple of good connections can get a combo, but I feel like Atomic's doing a really good job of just playing exactly where his spacing is.
Exactly. It's what we were talking about. Which character can better employ their zoning tools to start out this game? And so far, it's Rob by a mile.
I mean, yeah, he's using this gyro to its full efficacy, but D-Dog did get that diamond tool set, so it could really change either this stock or the next one. Going forward, though, I mean, D-Dog just broke, I think that was the pickaxe. Yep,
I think
pickaxe is gone.
Yep. So,
With that said, though, I mean, this is pretty heavily kill percent for Atomic to get here.
For sure.
One good attack.
Most anything's going to do it. That up smash tried to, but instead gets punished with an up smash by D-Dog.
Yeah, now Atomic's sitting pretty close to kill percent.
Yeah, any sort of connection that this Steve can get's probably going to end up being lethal.
D-Dog is making sure not to craft any tools right now. Wants to save that diamond tool set for the next round, but is going to find the gold as well.
Gold and diamond on live for D-Dog.
It has 2 diamonds now. I mean, that's the rest of the stocks, basically. Yeah, diamond tool can break, but that takes forever.
Oh, and I feel like that could have maybe been DI'd a little bit better and wouldn't have been lethal, but it is D-Dog picking up the first stock and Atomic trying to hit back really quick.
Did craft the diamond tool, still has 1 set in the pocket. Is going to be able to potentially get a combo and just try to get a lot of damage onto Atomic before they can finish this kill off.
Maybe. I mean, anything right now is like super extra credit because you're at 218% right now, and like that kills for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen a Rob show get a kill that badly.
Yeah, no, that exploded, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, I think even an up tilt at that point is going to get close to killing.
For sure, yeah. But now percentage is pretty even between both characters. 33-41, kind of the same.
Dog's a little running out of materials, but it's not too bad. Percent's now in favor of Atomic, though.
Atomic by quite a bit now. Down throw into the up tilt. Gets the up air, up tilt. Tries to find the up air again. Doesn't. Back air.
Yeah, we're up kill percent now for Atomic. A nice solid back air or down throw could result in a kill.
Nair just to force off stage, but D-Dog trying to make it a bit of an advantage of his own.
Yeah, D-Dog just able to get these materials going as soon as Atomic is sent flying. And now has basically full inventory.
Nair,
but
that's
the
gonna
star KO! I was not expecting that to kill off there.
Wasn't either. Off the top, though.
Atomic, I mean, that makes things a lot better for Atomic here.
Oh, for sure.
They got like 50% until they're really too worried about dying. I say that as they almost...
Yeah, that was a little scary right there.
Steve is one of the characters at all time.
For sure, for sure.
Atomic has not quite been able to land these big lasers here, though. Mostly just D-Dog making sure to position with these blocks.
I mean, Atomic not landing them, but also definitely not by the virtue of not trying.
Yeah.
They are trying.
I mean, those gyros, though, it is the bread and butter of Rob as a character.
Oh, for sure. The
I say that and they immediately hit one.
Gyros, the projectiles, it's what we thought we were going to see from the Rob.
Yeah, and luckily Steve's not one of those characters that can make a bunch of advantage out of gyros. Some characters literally gain a 0 to death if you hand them a gyro.
For sure, yeah.
Steve, meanwhile, will just hit you for 80% raw kit.
I mean, kind of just patient neutral that both of these players are employing.
Yeah.
Steve kind of doesn't mind this zoning game because he can get the mining off as we're seeing right now. Rob gets to charge up laser, so he's not too concerned about coming in either. I say that, the minecart drags him away, and fair is enough to do it. It's 1 stock apiece for Atomic and D-Dog. D-Dog certainly higher in percentage.
Oh, no materials left for D-Dog now.
Oh, and we're going to carry up.
Runs out of blocks.
Runs out of the blocks. That could have been it.
Insane. Atomic doing a good job at keeping D-Dog starving. And it's going to end up saving them from either a bunch of percent or their life even.
It's definitely going to... That was probably death right there.
Yeah. At least 90% regardless.
Atomic with a new lease on life. What are we going to do with it? With our laser, that's what we're going to do.
Get the down throw as one of them.
Down throw. Nothing follows up, though.
Yeah, sadly, it's a little hard to time with the up tilt.
It's
kind of one of those read cards.
Something that you'll notice now, yesterday we were on a 99-minute timer. Today we are on an actual timer. We've only got 30 seconds left.
Huh. I know that's... Oh, it's because we're starting 3-3 stock.
Yep.
With that said, though, D-Dog is looking pretty hurt.
153 to 99, and the
That's
Bears
gonna
do it. 153. That's just too
Yeah.
high of a percentage to even consider living there. And it's going to be Stony Brook, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, picking that up. Yep. Stony Brook. Nope.
No, it's Stony Brook is D-Dog.
No,
or,
Stony
yeah.
Brook down. It's Atomic picking that up. 10 to 9 over D-Dog.
Yeah, really close match, though.
For sure.
mean, we almost saw the timer go out.
We did almost see us hit time. I think we were about like maybe 20, 15 seconds off.
I think it was
from
down to 10 at the
time.
very end.
It still would have gone in the way of UTA because the Steve was that much higher in
Yeah.
percentage, of course, but still really close matchup between these
Definitely.
two players. Atomic, though, does take it for UTA, puts his team up 10 to 9. Gotta wonder who we're going to see from Stony Brook now to try and close out this advantage and just even it up 9 to 9.
Yeah, I mean, against Rob, you have some pretty decent options. There are some characters that can definitely handle him pretty well, but also, like, Rob's just a generically good character.
Rob is a very good all-rounder. We're going to have to see, on our notes we have right here, we've got a Pokemon trainer for Stony Brook, we've got a Link for Stony Brook, we've got a Kazuya for Stony Brook, and a Min as well. So I would think in my head you're either going to throw out this Kazuya or this Min.
I think Kazuya makes a little bit more sense here. Min's fine pick, but I think Kazuya gets you a better matchup afterwards.
I think so too. Kazuya is a pretty good option either for your secondary pick right here to close out this leadoff or your anchor. Never mind.
None of the
It is
above.
going to be the same player.
Yeah.
Although Cody, who we thought was going to be on Kazuya, is instead going to be playing on Peach.
I think that's actually a really good choice. Peach, as soon as they can close the distance, has like 60, 70% combos just off of one aerial.
Oh, for sure. And that's what we're trying to do right now,
Right.
is just close out one stock very efficiently, very quickly, and without dropping one of our own.
Exactly.
So that should be a pretty good pick. We'll have to see how it shakes out, of course. UTA, again, with this lead 10 to 9 over Stony Brook. Atomic will be coming back out with this Rob, of course, and we are going to see Cody on this Peach. So
Yeah, I mean, one of the main things is that Peach is a pretty floaty character, which means that they actually can fall out of some of Rob's early game combos.
for sure, but also kind of going in the same vein, it's a bit more dangerous once the percentage
Right.
is racked up on you, which is something that Rob can do very well as well.
Exactly.
So we could see UTA maybe picking up another stock here, making it 9 to 8 potentially, but again, no speculation. We'll have to actually see how it shakes out.
I believe Peach actually gets access to a couple new combos with Gyro as well.
I think so. Kind of in the same vein as like combo lines that
Turn
she
up.
gets with turn up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Main thing, though, is I believe it has a faster speed, specifically downwards.
It should. I believe you're correct with that. So, I mean, again, though, opening up very similar combo
Right.
routes for turnip, something that she can also just make herself. So,
Right.
like, while we could see some potential gyro combos,
I mean, technically, we could see a Mr. Saturn come out of
we
the
could
ground.
see we could see a Bob-omb.
Yep.
We could see anything.
I'm
Isn't
so
that- isn't-
sad the sword doesn't exist anymore.
I was just about to ask, like, yeah, couldn't we see Beam Sword? But I guess not.
No, not in this game. There was
That's-
a glitch.
That's okay. That's fine. We don't need to see that.
I just want to see 3 bombs, 2 Mr. Saturns, and 1 0 to death.
That'd be fun. That would be pretty fun. Again, though, we'll have to see how it actually shakes out between this Rob and this Peach. And the Rob, something we didn't really get to see at all in this last game, but has a bit of a reflect tool
Yeah.
on his kit with a side B.
Pretty laggy, though.
Pretty laggy. Pretty risky to throw out as a just a reflector.
Yeah.
And also kind of pretty risky to throw out as like a pressure tool.
Yeah,
in
a
some
lot of times it ends up being a
situations.
kill option.
Yes, it ends up being a combo finisher kill option off stage.
Yep.
Something that you'll see pretty much any good Rob main do is like a bread and butter kill option. But here we go. We're into the second game of the day.
99 now because we are at Atomic's 1 stock.
Yep.
So we no longer got to worry about
We don't have to
timer
worry
running
about
out.
timing.
From
Well, I
stall.
mean, it's Peach and Rob. We could still worry about this 99 minutes.
I'm leaving. But yep, Gyro versus Turnip. This is really what this matchup's going to be.
It's a matchup that we thought would happen. Rob with the turnip now, I think. Nope, just nothing.
Not going to land the beam, but already 50 damage up.
Yeah, 54% up. The beam got a good amount of shield pressure, but that should all be back by now.
Cody is heavy fishing for this float cancel up air.
Fishing may be a little too hard for it, only racking up 12% right now in this Rob to his near 100.
Yeah, I mean, unless they
Here
just
we go.
land the combo.
Here we go.
Yep, that's Peach for you.
53% now. Which is
Congratulations, that's Peach.
It's kind of in her kill range now. She can pick up another, but
Yeah, it'd be a little hard. You have to be close to stage for it.
it would be. But that's kind of where we're playing right
Yeah.
now.
But like, especially one more combo and you're guaranteed kill option.
For sure, for sure. 60%, but 129, 135. Most anything Rob throws out is going to kill, like
Yup.
the Nair again off the top.
Yeah, give Cody a rod and some bait because they are straight going fishing this whole game.
I know, and it's just, it doesn't seem like the smartest game plan to employ, and it didn't work out for
Oh
them
no,
this time.
Atomic's
Oh.
almost full combo. One
That-
off.
That could have been a 9-7.
Yeah, I don't know if it quite would have killed, but it would have been so close to.
It would have been close. It would have generated a lot of offstage edge guarding pressure.
Yeah.
So, it
Which,
was.
I mean, Peach isn't too bad handling offstage pressure with his blue float. But either way, you don't want to be in this situation as Cody here.
No, for sure not. You're 96%. Haven't even racked up that much on Atomic. Close, but not quite. And you're about to lose your second stock, maybe, of this game, in which you were just supposed to clean up one stock.
Has to try to find a kill option here. Probably going to be some kind of dragged in aerial to maybe a down smash, up smash.
That's the idea, I'd imagine, but Atomic right now playing pretty well, just they're comfortable zoning.
Ooh, not going to find it.
Oh, and the
Up
tilt.
throw, going to be close, but not quite going to get the kill.
Oh, and the down
smash
smash. We shielded it for the first couple of hits and just dropped our shield a little too early.
I think they were going for the parry here to confirm the kill.
Probably, and I mean, just too high of a risk. And sure, the reward would have been nice, but now we're facing potentially losing all three of our stocks.
Oh, I don't know if you got to worry too much about that, but it's definitely not great to go 7-9 in this.
No, it's definitely not. But 79, almost 80% on this Peach.
Cody,
almost
don't
90
cast
now.
curse me.
We could see this happen. Atomic taking 6 stocks potentially.
Oh my gosh, Cody.
We'll have to see. I mean, Atomic not looking very healthy in their own right.
Running out of fuel. Not gonna be able to get the ground, but
Just
I mean,
trying to bait Cody into a desperate kill option here. Try and find a punish of some sort. 106. The dash attack, though, it's going to save Cody. It's going to be 9-7
Yeah.
in favor of UTA. But still, you come in and you're wanting to make it 9-9. So dropping 2 stocks there, not the best outcome for sure.
I mean, really just showing Rob's like couple of destroy options. That Nair is so powerful. Back air hits like a truck.
Oh, for sure. We saw it hit like a truck quite a few times that match. But that is going to be the end of Atomic on Rob, picking up 5 stocks, though.
Yeah.
You're punching above what you need to be. You only need to get 3 to make it even, and you pick up 5.
Yeah.
So if you're a UTA, you're looking pretty good, and you're pretty happy about that outcome.
Definitely.
And now, Cody, going to stick around on the Peach for one more stock, so we're going to have to see who UTA brings out to contend with that.
Yeah, you want someone that can just, like, either tank a combo or two or just stay completely out of the way. I'd expect to see either a zoner or like a Bowser maybe, but probably closer to the line of a zoner.
So we've got a few options here for UTA that we saw in a bit of our pregame scouting. So we could see Kyle, who we saw has a Roy, but also has a Snake. So that fits the zoner archetype that you were talking about. But then we also have Twee, who, as you said exactly, plays Bowser. So if you want to see a heavy just close out a stock pretty quickly, we could see Twee come out here then.
I don't think Twee's too bad of an option here, especially like, yeah, they might take some pretty heavy percent, but I think Bowser can tank it 2 combos or so before having to worry about it.
Probably, yeah, and especially, I don't know. I mean, Peach, it's a bigger hitbox on Bowser, so the combos are less likely to drop. You could probably more successfully fish for what you were trying to fish for.
Actually, if I remember correctly, the first hit of Peach's up air float cancel doesn't cause Bowser hit stun because of the passive.
I see. Well, we won't have to worry about that, though. We did get word. It's going to be Donald from UTA on the Mii Sword Fighter. So
I think that's fine.
I do think that's fine. I like that option. We've got a potentially, depending on the kit, we've got a reflect of our own to contend with turnips, some of the other zoning pressure that...
I'd expect to see some kind of projectile on the neutral B. It's relatively common, at least, to throw a tornado or whatnot. Especially considering it combos into what's considered one of the best up Bs.
Yep, for sure. So we will have to see exactly what this Mii Sword Fighter kit is, and we also will have to see how this game shakes up. Again, Stony Brook down 7-9 against UTA. Cody coming in with only 1 stock on Peach, and Donald coming in with a fresh 3 on Mii Sword Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Cody, you're hoping to combo this out and like just basically 0 to death the whole time.
For sure. If you're Cody right now, you've only picked up 1 stock so far. So in your mind, you need at least 2 more to be even on your stocks. You like to pick up all 3 of these, but that's a tall order for anyone, for sure.
Exactly.
But we will, again, just as we're about to get into this game, we'll have to see how exactly it shakes out. But looking on the side of UTA and Stony Brook, both of them, just the future matchups we could see, it's very exciting. We didn't actually have Donald on Mii Sword Fighter coming into this.
Yeah.
A couple of players we couldn't find ahead of time. But we did find someone on Stony Brook who also could potentially maybe be on Mii Sword Fighter. Jokingly anyways, Mecha on one of their statuses on, I think, what was it, Start GG, said up-and-coming Mii Sword Fighter main. I don't know if that was before or after the pretty famous Mii Sword Fighter video that came out that just kind of blew the doors wide open on the character and is why we're seeing the character at any sort of like higher representation like we are here.
But we're going to see it 2-2-3-3. Yeah, that's pretty standard stuff.
For sure. You see Cody here just taking the 2 stocks that they have to.
And see, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what set that is. I want to say, Chakram, or whatever it's called.
I believe that is, maybe, that should be short.
Yeah. It doesn't have quite the same kill power as Tornado, but it's a really good poke option.
For sure.
And, I mean, Poke options here are great.
Poke options here are great. Peach can't really do much of anything about them.
Yeah, what are you going to throw at Toad?
Exactly, yeah, and that's way too risky of an option just to eat some percentage from a projectile.
Right. And not to mention using the full sword to its advantage here. Ooh, grabs the turnip. Not going to quite find that shield poke.
On it, but the shield is pretty low for Peach here.
I mean, the combo game off of Mii Sword Fighter is generically just pretty good.
For sure, yeah. 103 to 115.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Peach here just kind of trying to find anything, really. But
there's the dash
that's
to finish it
gonna
off.
do it.
I mean,
Yep.
Mii Sword Fighter's pretty dang lethal whenever you get to like about 100%.
Which is exactly where we saw Cody on Peach. So UTA cleans up the one stock pretty efficiently. I think it only took less than 30%.
Yeah.
Donald did on that Mii Sword Fighter. And now it's going to be a 9-6 advantage for UTA. You're up a full player right now. You've got to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
Exactly. Not to mention Mii Sword Fighter, not too bad of a character pickup just in general against most matchups. We know what they're rocking with now, so we don't have to be too conscious. They don't have a reflector, they don't have a counter, they have that slide move instead.
For sure.
They got they have the shuriken, so you don't have to worry about tornado or anything like that. We didn't see up B, we didn't see side B, I don't believe. Rest is just generic.
For sure. Yep. So we do know the 2-2-3-3 kit on Donald's Mii Sword Fighter, as you were saying. And we're going to have to see who Stony Brook elects to bring out to try and even up this series as much as possible.
I want to see the Ditto.
You want to see the Ditto. Maybe we see the Ditto. Again, there's no guarantee that Mecha does even play Mii Sword Fighter. Last time we saw them play a character on a tournament result, it was Min Min.
Yeah.
So if we do see Mecha, alrighty, we are going to see Steve from Stony Brook on the Ike.
I think that's a really good choice, actually. I mean, what beats sword? Bigger sword.
It is bigger sword. It is longer range. I don't know how well Ike is going to do against this projectile.
The Nair can shut it down well enough.
It can. We'll have to see. I do like the idea of Ike.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see how it works out in practice.
Yeah, because I don't think Mii Sword Fighter can shut down too much of what Ike's doing. At least not just narrow into whatever aerial is the general direction of the opponent.
For sure, yep. But again, reiterating, 9-6 in favor of UTA, 3 stocks apiece. Donald coming out on the side of UTA with Mii Sword Fighter that we just saw, and Steve coming out for Stony Brook with an Ike. A character we've seen a little bit this weekend, but haven't seen, obviously, yet in this series. And we haven't seen Stony Brook play yet this weekend, on stream anyways. So we haven't seen Steve's Ike.
But if Steve wants to even up this match, they have to 3-stock to do it.
They do have to 3-stock to do it. I mean, you have 3 stocks to work with, so there's not a ton of pressure on you to make super risky plays. But you do still ideally want to get out of here unscathed. Yeah. Obviously, that's a tall order for anyone, any sort of player taking 3 stocks and not losing a stock. But another ideal outcome would probably be like 6 to 5.
Yeah, 6 to 5. You're chilling at least. You're like, this is definitely comebackable.
It is comebackable. And it's comebackable right now at 9-6. Any sort of stock lead is comebackable. We'll just have to see. Again, we're going to wait for this game as we're preparing to get into it. But Donald on the Mii Sword Fighter, Steve on the Ike.
Yeah, I mean, they have some similar gap closer options. We have Mii Sword Fighter down B3, just the slide. Ike's got the side B. Main difference being is that Mii Sword Fighter doesn't get the recovery option off of it, whereas Ike's recovery is so weird.
It's really weird with how you can employ the side B to just kind of teleport to off screen back to neutral.
He can recover very far vertically, very far horizontally, just not both.
Yeah, just not both at the same time. So if you're in the lower quarter of the stage, you're
cooked.
You're cooked. Here we go, though. PS2, neither player is going to have to SD here.
Yep, still 99 though. Waiting to see what happens here. Side B immediately. Yep, same side B for Horai. It's literally the same thing, just without the charge up.
Yep. So both players, Steve and Donald here, pretty even percentages right now. Both playing really patiently too. I say that as Steve gets in with the Nair Bear, just to pick up some percentage here.
Yep, Horai just gonna try to keep themselves as safe as possible. Use these shurikens as their advantage, but it's so stale already.
It is. That picked up what, like 2%?
Yeah,
or
2.8 I think. But these combos are picking up something, and that's one of the main things these sword fighters got going for.
Down tilt into the up B, very potent kill option.
Yeah, hero spin's like the thing that makes me sword fighter a good kill.
A good character, and it's just such an efficient kill option. But Ike having some of his own too, and with the sword fighter here at 91, we're probably gonna end up seeing the stock being taken soon, I have to imagine.
Yeah, Steve trying to take out at the ledge here, but I mean, it's really hard to keep these sword fighter with 3 different mobility-based specials at bay.
For sure, yeah. It's going to be very difficult to try to employ any sort of effective edge guarding option.
Yeah.
Steve's probably going to want to do the most of his damage here on stage, maybe even at like this neutral position.
Right.
But
they're hoping to try to get Nair up air 5 times over.
exactly, just the classic Nair sort of combos with Ike.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a 2-part combo. Get him the 2-piece.
It's 2 hits. That's a combo. It says
Yes.
so in the training mode.
Hey,
And the up air is going to do it.
I mean, it's the same amount of moves that like Bowser or Ganon can get a combo.
For sure. It's 8-5 though.
Oh,
For
hero
UTA,
spin.
and we're swinging, trying
for
to
the
make
fences.
it 8-4.
But I mean, that's a lot of damage from Steve there.
A lot of damage from Steve, and now me, Sword Fighter.
What was that grab? How did it not hit?
I'm not sure. I mean, just unfortunate spacing, I suppose.
Spacing. I charged in your face, saying I can't grab you.
I guess not. Anyways, though, percentages are pretty even for both players, as are stocks. 129 though for Steve. We're going to probably see this up B try and kill again, and Steve's up B doesn't connect past the first hit, which is rather unfortunate.
But it's going to find the side B to stage, but I mean, these are some pretty hefty kill percentages for both people here.
You are Nair from the Mii Sword Fighter, and we're just using these shurikens so well. And again,
the
only
DI is
the
insane.
First hit of the up B, we're going to get a fair off. That's going to do it.
Ooh, some nice little damage here. Fast coming out from Harai. Is going to take a bit more, but not going to die yet.
Not yet. At 131, so most options from Ike are just going to kill here.
Yeah, any sort of dash attack, tilt, or up B has a threat of killing.
Up B, maybe if it was pointed the other
Yeah.
way, that would have been lethal. Unfortunately, not facing the right direction here. And this up air.
Steve is just
so
hurting,
much
though.
damage, so much knockback. We're not afraid. And we live here. Great DI to make sure we don't die.
We hear the crowd cheering for me Sword Fighter here. But the
down
down throw is killing.
do it at finally a high enough percentage.
About what, 180?
Yeah. But I mean, Steve is at such a percentage deficit
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, normally,
And the down
Yeah.
throw followed up by the up air can't get away, and that's going to be UTA taking a 7-3 lead.
yeah, just expanding that lead that was already becoming a problem for UTA.
For sure, yeah. I mean, UTA kind of already running away with it when it was 9-6. Now that it's 7-3, that's a 4-stock lead. You still got your 1 stock on Donald, who himself has taken 4 stocks at this point.
I mean, Stony Brook, let's hope you got a haymaker in there.
For sure. I mean, as long as your anchor is like very, very much so like your anchor, very good, ready to take on these 7 stocks.
Pull up MKLeo for the anchor here.
I don't think that's allowed, but anyways, we will have to see who Stony Brook elects to anchor this final 3 stocks for them in this first crew battle. UTA, obviously, we're going to see Donald come back on this Mii Sword Fighter for his last stock. And then there's a plethora of options for Stony Brook to employ. We saw Steve on the Ike already. We saw D-Dog on the Steve. We saw Cody on the Peach. We've got a couple other options here, though, from our pregame scouting. Okay, I was just about to bring him up. It's going to be Quid on the Pokemon Trainer.
I think it's great. I mean, Charizard is known for having pretty good survivability as well as pretty decent kill option. I mean, one of the fastest up smash out of shields.
For sure. Very, very quick out of shield options. Also just a very versatile character pick. You get 3 characters in one. It's kind of like not every character has that down B because it just switches between them.
You get iframes, 12-frame switch. You get a combo character, you get an edge guarder, as well as a juggle character, you get a kill finisher, all for the price of 1 character.
You've got a ton of options at your disposal. I like the versatility here as your anchor pick. You're going to have to get through this Mii Sword Fighter, and you're going to have to get through 2 more players on the side of UTA that haven't been revealed yet. But I feel like Pokemon Trainer is as good a pick as any to try and get that done. We will have to see, again, 7-3 lead UTA has over Stony Brook. So we will have to see how that actually shakes out. But we're about to get into this next game. And again, Donald on the Mii Sword Fighter, Quid on the PT. Anything else we have to say about this matchup?
I mean, just don't get hit by the Mii Sword Fighter combos and you do fine.
Exactly. I mean, just don't get hit.
Right. That's how you win every game.
That is how you win every game. And maybe one of the captains, or if Stony Brook has a coach, their coach should have been like, hey guys, have you thought about just not getting hit?
Yeah.
But we will have to see how this shakes out. Again, obviously, 7-3, not insurmountable. No. Crazier things have happened. It is going to be a rather tall order, though. But we know that the players here at NACE Grand Finals, they are pretty capable of taking more stocks than you'd think. We saw plenty of players yesterday take 8 stocks, 9 stocks, so it's gonna be doable.
Yeah, but they now have to take 7, which is...
That's a different position. Those other players just took 8 or 9 for the hell of it.
Yep.
Now you have to take 7.
We're seeing Quid get a little bit of a warm-up in.
Yep, just got to make sure we can, I guess, do a little bit of dash dancing.
Yep. Got to make sure your combos are all warmed up. Got the neutral be charged.
Got to make sure that your stick and your left hand are all warmed up here.
Let's see if he's got the combos ready. 21% off the get-go. This sadly is going to get hit.
And is taking some pretty early percentage, but that doesn't matter in this one matchup. Just got to take the 1 stock and all that percentage.
Oh, he's got the combo set up.
There we go. There we go.
Nice 60% now.
60%. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a switch soon to Ivysaur.
I think any sort of like position where they can get them vertical or off stage, we could expect it decently. Unless they just like Squirtle a lot.
Unless we just really love Squirtle. 97, and we're still on the little guy.
There it goes.
There we are.
Yeah, I think that's the right percentage. Up B kills your. Yep, there's the Charizard. Nice little closer.
Close this stock out.
Ah, the multi-hit.
But Donald not ready to give up just yet. The up tilt is going to put him at 138.
Up smash going to be a little bit of a threat. Force the air dodge. Not just a matter of how you play the spacing. Was that just footstool down B?
Or was that down B? Or
Either way, I mean,
But the
that's you're just gonna
forward
get
throw,
thrown.
it's going to do it. Donald, able to rack up a little bit of percent on this Pokemon trainer. Not going to be enough, though. Quid did exactly what they needed to do. Take this one stock, make it 3-6. That's a little bit better of a lead to work past. 3-6. We're going to have to see who UTA elects, but very good play. Very good play indeed from Pokemon Trainer. And now we're going to see how Quid plays into Skit's Wario on the side of UTA.
Yeah, a little interesting. You haven't really seen all that much. You do see it a little bit, but Wario kind of fell off in popularity after the nerfs in, 1.9?
I think so. I mean, Wario's still a very
still good.
popular character pick, especially for his potent combo game with the waft finisher.
Yeah.
So
But he just lost so much of that combo game after that change.
he did. But again, waft is just still
It's so good.
It's such a potent finisher. I'm sure that the thought process here is that even if you don't take all three of the stocks,
You can guarantee one or two.
yeah, Waft is going to steal a stock or two off of Quid and make it so that your anchor has just that much easier of a time to close this out.
Exactly.
So we will have to see how this matchup actually goes, of course. I always say that before these matchups, and we know, as always, that this is going to be a good one because these are all fantastic players that we're seeing this weekend.
We did see Quid has a little bit of a preference towards that Squirtle, which I think is fine against the Wario matchup. If you can get a nice combo early, you kind of just run away with it.
We did see, yes, Quid has kind of that internal timer where I don't swap off of Squirtle until you're at like 90 to 100, which is a little surprising, but it works out in his favor here, able to rack up a quick amount of percentage, 36, and Wario really only able to get one hit off. The down throw into the up air, 65%. It's a very quick start for Quid, and a very good one. Needs it.
I mean, getting a little bit of a small combo here. Ooh, up B. Yep, always going to hurt.
Almost evens up these percentages.
That's going to lead it.
Yeah. Up B just such a good out of shield option here for Wario.
There's the Ivysaur looking for the down air potentially.
Just looking for anything. Ivysaur probably can close out this stock on their own.
Yeah, especially off stage. Oh my gosh, that's such
just
a
read the
ridiculous
jump.
hitbox.
Read the jump and the up smash almost a foot away from where he actually was. Will get it. And now it's 2-6 in favor of UTA.
Back on the Squirtle,
Back
though.
on the Squirtle, came back as Charizard and elected to play the Squirtle some more.
Yeah, I think it's fine though. You're not worried about dying. You're able to be more agile and whatnot.
I guess so, but my thought process now is that you kind of need to close the stock
Yeah.
out. Wario's at 124. The best character for that is going to be that Charizard. We'll have to see how it actually goes.
I mean, Ivysaur back throw or up B just kind of just kill things though.
It'll do it. Nair, we do tech it, so we don't get stage spiked.
He's gonna just use like kind of zoning duels here. Honestly, not too much going on, but Waft is gonna be up now, completely.
Yeah, Waft is up. Down throw does do it, though.
Yep.
Waft obviously does still persist between stocks, I believe. So, yes. Yep. Just wanted to make sure that was in my memory bank, and it was 116% on this Ivysaur. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't elect to Waft here and save it for the final stop.
I think that would definitely make sense. It's still funky as a character where you basically just have one move that doesn't exist until it's broken.
And yeah, until it's the best possible thing you could do in that situation.
Right. It's even a recovery option.
It is. Dash attack, that's going to do it.
Yeah, just barely.
And now Stony Brook on their last stock of this first crew battle of the series. What can we do? 98% put onto Skits.
At this weight class, I want to say we're not quite. Okay, now we're at Waft
yeah,
kill percent.
we are at Waft kill percent right now.
Yep. One Nair, one drag down. Yep, there
Yep,
it is.
there we
Drag
go.
down up there. And
Waft
that's
is
gonna
going to do it. And UTA takes this first crew battle 5-0 off of what was looking like a pretty promising performance from Quid on the anchor.
Yeah.
It's as we thought, though. Wario coming out with the waft, not only to steal some stocks, but to steal the potential comeback from Stony Brook. They're going to take this first crew battle 5-0.
Yeah, honestly, just really great gameplay throughout it, though. Yeah, there was definitely some hiccups really early on. Stony Brook just kind of struggling to get their foot in the door. Going down 3 stocks is never a great option.
No, unfortunately not. And Stony Brook just wasn't able to get any momentum on their side at any point in this crew battle, always playing with their foot behind, and just unfortunately they couldn't do it. But that will conclude this first crew battle of the day. Don't go anywhere, though. After this quick break, we'll have this next crew battle between Stony Brook and UTA. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back, everybody, to NACE Grand Finals presented by ASUS ROG. I'm Logan, joined by Ian, and you've caught us going into the second crew battle of the day between UTA and Stony Brook. UTA picking up that first one in a 5-0 victory, and now we know this matchup to kick off the second one. It's gonna be Atomic on the side of UTA with Rob, and it's going to be Cody on the side of Stony Brook with Peach. So this is a bit of a run back, like you pointed out before we got on air.
Yeah, I mean, this is Stony Brook's last chance to pick the grants. Cody really needs to lock in, try to get back from what happened earlier. Basically, I mean, if you can flip the script, that'd be better.
You'd very much so like to flip the script. Last time these two saw each other, it was Atomic, only on one stock. Cody had 3, and Cody needed all 3 of those to close out the one stock against Atomic, unfortunately dropping 2 stocks just to take his 1. So if you're Cody, you kind of want to see a reversal of the script like you just said. You really want Atomic to struggle to take these stocks against you as you just kind of eat up his like some candy.
Which, I mean, Rob's got a pretty big hitbox. Try to abuse that as much as you can. He's not actually that heavy.
Right.
So, like, he can die pretty soon.
Right. Let's just say this first crew battle, it was a warm-up for both teams. This next one here is what matters most, though. And Atomic,
And
very quickly,
bye-bye, okay,
10
I guess
seconds,
someone clip that.
carries Cody off the stage. It's 0-0. The percentages are even, but if you weren't watching, if you just blinked, you might have missed. Cody's only got 2 of those stock icons down there.
Atomic, how to use 0 to death combo to start off the match.
What a way, what a statement to start this one off.
A statement, that's more of a threat.
Yes, it kind of is. But 12-11 now very quickly for UTA, and the percentages are evened up again. Cody with just a little more on him on this Peach, and goodness, you really, if you're SBU, you kind of need Cody to take a couple stocks here.
Trying to finish up this kill. Honestly, a little too fast for Atomic.
Atomic getting a little greedy there with the attempted smash attack.
I mean, hey, when you're Cody and you're worried about just dying spontaneously, the threats will actually mean something.
They will. The nair there into the bear, I mean, well, maybe that was fair, but still, I mean, wrecking up this percentage, but just not able to find a killing blow.
Yeah, just a little too heavy to finish these off.
Just a little too heavy, exactly. 144, most things are going to do it against Atomic, but also if you're Atomic, the pressure's not on you, the pressure's on Cody, so you can play it a little more aggressively.
And sadly, Cody's not been lucky enough to get the Stitch Face or anything, so kill options are pretty much just base kit.
Yep, pretty much. And the up air on recovery, Cody not able to get to ledge on time, but as he comes off the halo, he will get the back air, does close out the stock finally. It's 11-10.
I've seen these games before.
We have seen these games before, and unfortunately, if it goes anything like last time, which it's not looking like it is actually, 79% on Atomic already, Cody just needs another pickup and gets him into kill percentage.
Yeah, I mean, get a little bit of damage off the dash attack. That makes it kill percent.
Yeah, here we are.
Up smash not gonna quite connect, but that back air is just building up over time.
117 now, and we're playing pretty close to the stage.
If he can pick up a Stitch Face or something, that has some pretty good shots. Yeah, I mean, back air into it is gonna be a pretty big threat.
Just buy ourselves time. We're fishing for turnips. Not gonna find the Stitch just yet, though. Back air is gonna do it. It's 1 apiece now. Just when we thought that Cody was down, turned out he wasn't ever out.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he just needed another stock last time.
Exactly. And now, all the momentum, it's kind of even between both of these teams. 87%, no, now 93 for Cody. It's gonna take something here. He can't just keep getting edge guarded like this. And the back air is going to do it.
Yep.
Catches Cody trying to recover. And it's going to be another 10-9 lead for UTA to kick off this second crew battle. Very reminiscent of the first.
Hey, I think they actually managed to. I think they managed to stop the momentum that they were building up here.
I think so too. Yeah.
UTA. They came out of the gate full charger.
They did. They came out with just a haymaker punch. And if you're Stony Brook, you're thinking, okay, we need to get out of here with at least one stock taken. They managed to take two, which is honestly, when I saw Atomic just swing out 10-second stocks, that's more credit than I was prepared to give Stony Brook. So great job on the part of Cody to mentally recover from losing that stock in a 0 to death so quickly. And you just have to imagine if that didn't happen, it could have even gone in his favor because he was just so poised and calm after that, able to pick up two stocks and almost get Atomic to lose that third stock too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, compared to what we saw last time, Cody definitely picked things up, but we're handing off the baton now.
We are handing off the baton. We're going to have to see who Stony Brook looks to follow up this pretty great performance by Cody, honestly.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is just take this final stock from Atomic. As we saw, that could be a bit of a tall order.
He's a killing machine.
Killing machine for sure. We are going to see Quid come back. Last time he was in the anchor role with Pokemon Trainer. This time, still Pokemon Trainer, just coming in second instead of fourth.
I actually really like seeing this matchup play out.
I think
too. Squirtle is so good into Rob. And Ivysaur is probably one of the best characters to shut down Rob in general on the recovery.
For sure. And again, you're just looking for one stock. Just got to close this out really quickly. And then the series is evened up 9-9. We are going to see how this shakes out, of course. Again, it's going to be Atomic coming back with that one stock on Rob.
The real question is, though, who's Stony Brook anchor now?
That is a good question. I wonder if either we're going to see someone who was leading off or like in that secondary role or maybe a new player. But here we go. Atomic has to SD twice, then we'll see the little emoting happen, and then we'll get into it.
Interesting thing here, though, is that Squirtle has a wall jump. The rest of PT doesn't.
And we're here on Kalos, where their wall jumps are very much so a factor.
Yeah, and we're seeing an immediate combo, 40% immediately onto Atomic, but that Nair hurts so bad.
It hits so hard, it just alleviates all the pressure that Atomic was feeling from this Squirtle. And the percentages are pretty even now, 32 to 4.
Who gave Rob these numbers? Rob, did you hack into the game and give yourself these numbers?
I mean, he's a robot. He could probably do that.
He broke out of containment, guys. He's coming for the numbers.
We do see, I mean, it's double the percentage on these characters. I say that, and now it's pretty even, 70 to 64. Where are you going, Squirtle? You got hit by that laser, and I think that interrupted the recovery in some way.
Which, I mean, unfortunately, unless you're going to do a Vine Whip stall, switch into the Charizard, I don't know if you can recover that.
Unfortunately, I don't think so either. So it was supposed to be just a quick get in here, take the one stock. Unfortunately, you lose one of your own. So no matter what, UTA is
getting the edge guard, though. Not going to quite be able to hold them there.
Just trying to kind of find any percentage. 102 right now. Not enough really for Ivysaur to do a lot. But
I mean, one down here finishes it off.
One down air does, of course, finish it off.
Just like it would at 20%.
We're also not electing to edge guard Atomic very heavily because, again, if we miss our edge guard, there's always the potential for that side B reversal where we lose our stock instead, especially at 99% here.
Yeah. Charizard, though, a little safer from these. Has the big poke option off that back air. Nair's really good to edge guard with, though.
And we're just trying to find anything right now. 139. Most options from Charizard are going to do it. But this combo with the gyro from the down tilt into the throw into the up air. That's going to do it. We lose 2 stocks. And Atomic is again, he's good for 5 at least.
Could someone drop a nuke on Atomic? We need to end this suffering.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that now. But incredible play we're seeing here. And he's not playing afraid. He's going to get the side B. He's going to pick up 6.
Someone end this monster.
Atomic, what are you doing? That was maybe one of the riskiest plays we've seen, but also not really, because everything you're getting right now is extra credit.
Yeah.
If you lose that stock, UTA is still up. If you don't, though, and you convert like you just did, it's 10-6.
How do you end up on 3 stocks or a stock? Like, what is this trade? What is this trade area?
That was not a good trade for Stony Brook, obviously, because they only had to take 1, and they don't take it, and they lose all 3. 10-6 now in favor of UTA off of some incredible gameplay from Atomic on this Rob. We are going to have to see who Stony Brook elects to come in and try to close out this stock. I don't know, though. Are we going to see another player this weekend pick up 7+ stocks?
Right.
We've seen it a couple times yesterday. Are we going to see it today?
Nah, I believe in the Atomic solo run.
I mean, with how he played that last stock, that's on the table.
I mean, just get 3-0 to deaths and they die.
That was Stony Brook's anchor last crew battle. Just get 0-3'd by Atomic, the leadoff for UTA. Importantly, we haven't seen UTA's anchor yet. We're going to see Steve come in from Stony Brook. He's going to be on this Ike again.
I'm going to be real. I'm terrified to see another 0 to death.
I mean, it could happen.
Hear me out. I think the win con for Stony Brook here is to straight up Ike side B suicide off of the Rob if you get 0 to death.
I guess I was going to say I don't really think we can afford to lose another stock.
I don't think we can afford to leave Atomic.
We can't afford to leave Atomic on the table, obviously, but we also can't afford to lose another stock. So if you're Steve here, I kind of like the Ike pickup. That has that explosive factor of being able to close stocks fairly early compared to other members on the roster, but also with a bit of survivability of his own, being a heavier character. We will have to see Rob, of course, being a heavier character as well.
One of the only characters that can kind of make sure to outrange Rob's back airs and Rob's down airs.
We do have that range in neutral, granted that we can play around these projectiles, and it got scary already.
And there's
60%. And we're going for more.
Bye-bye.
And that's going to do
There's
it.
the 7. The 0 to death. I told you I was worried about it.
Another 0 to death picks up his 7th stock of this crew battle, and he's not stopping. He's hungry for more.
This is insane. Someone save us from this horror.
I mean, he's just striking fear into Stony Brook right now. Steve electing to play incredibly cautiously.
And still getting hit.
And still getting hit for it. Oh, no. I thought that was going to be another gyro pickup, and it is another gyro pickup. 93% right now. That's within kill range for Rob on this Atomic.
This
on
is
this
insane.
Rob. So
I mean, getting a little percent now, but might be too little too late.
I do think it is going to be too little too late. You lose that stock, you don't lose it to the normal carry off, so you can't even trade it out with the side B like you were talking. And I mean 100% the up air, it's going to do it. Atomic is finally off the board for UTA. It is 9-5 though in their favor still. Stony Brook able to to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Stop the bleeding. Half the body's gone.
Yes, I mean, it's like a Band-Aid on like a flesh wound burn type of deal. But, I mean, 9-5, at the very least, Atomic is off the board, but not before he takes 7.
Yeah, I mean, that was so rough. You're taking so much so early, so fast. And I shiver to feel what would happen if Steve didn't start to pick up and get that damage into that second stock.
They were at pretty even percentages towards the end there. Yeah, Rob definitely had the potential to kill, and it was just Steve on the Ike who was able to get the pickup, find the up air at the very end.
After getting 0 to death.
After getting 0 to death, unfortunately, we are going to see Donald come back for UTA on this Mii Sword Fighter. Last time, I believe they were good for 4 stocks. Yeah. We'll have to see if they're good for 5 here. And we will have to see how many stocks Steve is good for. He's going to be working with 2 now.
This was actually the round that Steve got put into. So,
it is.
Yeah, we're seeing the run back.
We are seeing a run back here. UTA electing to keep this matchup because last time it was Stony Brook sending in Steve to kind of just round out this Mii Sword Fighter, and now UTA liked that matchup enough to elect to just have the run back here.
I think they did well enough on it to justify it.
I do too. I think they picked up, 1 or 2
Yeah, they picked up
stocks
1 for the 1.
Yeah, so it was a good trade. If in UTA's mind, if that trade keeps going, they'll take 2 stocks, but you'll get their 2 stocks on the Ike. That's always a favorable trade. It'll be 7-3 again. Yeah. Which you don't mind, of course.
Definitely not. I mean, they can almost trade 2 for 1 stocks here. They're 1 away from it.
They are 1 away from it. We are going to have to see how this game shakes out. Both players emoting. We're ready to go.
Shuriken's coming out. A couple of good hits from Harai, and this could just be a quick death on Steve, but Steve just hurts hard.
Ike, very hard-hitting character. That up air from the down throw, going to put up 26% already. Nair, fair. And we're not done just yet. Down throw into fair, 80%. That's kind of kill percentage here now for Ike.
Yeah, 1 good hit here, and that could be it. Dash attack, not going to quite kill, but almost.
The next one probably will.
Yeah. F-tilt, pretty close to kill. Actually, I think it is kill percent here.
We're going to have to see what happens. Steve doing pretty well to play around the Mii Sword Fighter, and Donald whiffs. Is able to rack up 51% and is lucky to not be dead either.
That one didn't kill, surprisingly.
Not going to do it. I will say it again. This next one probably will.
He's going jinx it, guys.
153 on this Mii Sword Fighter, and they're only able to put up 60 to show for it.
Yeah, but they can definitely get a lot of value pretty quickly.
For sure.
Like that.
That is some pretty good value.
Oh, jeez. This is wrong. This is criminal.
There's a reason Twitch chat's calling him Ronald. That was raw.
What is going on? UTA, stop it.
That was clinical,
I
suppose.
We need a health code inspection in here. This is too raw.
But Donald now at 162. The fair's not going to do it just yet. It is on center stage, so Donald is able to recover.
I mean, getting a lot of damage in here, and now we're off stage and getting even more.
90%. We're kind of in kill range now.
And off stage.
If we can find this up B, it's probably going to do it. But the
Nair,
it is going to close out this first stock for Donald. It's going to be 4-8. Steve just has to play so incredibly carefully right now. Try and pick up as many stocks as he can.
But anything kills, that's a decent option.
The up smash is going to do it, and it's 8-3
Yeah.
in favor of UTA. Donald, good for 2 so far, and only dropped 1 stock, so
Yeah.
he's poised to take as many as he wants off this anchor.
This could be the last. This could be the last person we see for U2A.
This could potentially be the last match we see of this semifinals round. Obviously, if you're Stony Brook, you don't want that to be the case.
Who do we have left on the roster for Stony Brook?
So there's a couple of options. We've already seen Cody. We've already seen Steve. We've already seen Quid, who Quid, importantly, was their anchor last crew battle. So someone we saw last crew battle, but hasn't played yet, is D-Dog on the Steve, who we could see, or if there's some other players that they brought, we could see them too. We've got Amane here on my list. They play Link. We could see Mecha, that was the Min / Me Sword Fighter, potentially.
I think Minmin's fine here, but I think Steve's probably going to be a decent call here.
I think Steve is going to be a pretty decent call as an anchor, but 8 stocks is a tall order for anyone.
At this point, you're clinging to the life. You're hoping to come out of this first round basically unscathed. Second one, losing 1. Third, going in 2-3 is your best case scenario, I think.
It's not impossible, though. Stranger things have happened. We could always see this comeback happen. Yeah. It just depends on, first of all, who Stony Brook elects to send out.
Right.
And second of all, of course, how these great matchups end up shaking out. We will have to see, though, again, to reiterate, Stony Brook only with their final 3 stocks. UTA with a healthy 8 that Stony Brook's going to have to find a way to work through if they want to stay alive with the chance to move on to grand finals. And we do have word it's going to be D-Dog on the Steve as we thought.
Yeah. I mean, they're still feeling the pain from Atomic.
They are still feeling the pain for Atomic. First, we're going to have to come in, take down Donald's Me Sword Fighter, and then go through a gauntlet of 2 more players from UTA who we don't know yet. But we're going to have to see how it goes. We're getting into this potential final game of the semifinals.
Yep, just 1 SC for Harai, then we'll be good to go. I mean, this is insane. Like, they have to do something crazy here.
Starting out with
Steve
the
can do it, though.
Yep, Steve is crazy. As crazy of a character as we've seen in this game, 91% already. That's about as good of a start as you could ask if you're Stony Brook. But you're racking up percentage and you're losing your stock almost.
Yeah, we saw the red flare there. I mean, Me Sword Fighter kills way too early. Like that.
Me Sword Fighter. The up air is going to do it. It's going to be 8-2 now in favor of UTA. And if you're D-Dog, you cannot afford to lose another stock against Donald. Going to have to see what happens. The fair, not enough to do it. Not strong enough of a tool.
I mean, this is just so much value from Harai here. Already having the kill, getting some extra credit.
For sure, yeah. I mean, if you're Donald, you picked up 3 stocks already. You don't need to do anything else, but you are poised to keep doing more.
Yeah. Not to mention, these shurikens are keeping Steve at bay. I mean,
4 parries in a row, though, over D-Dog.
They're projectiles. They don't count.
It's easier to parry. It's less of a mind load. And now D-Dog picking up the first stock. It's 7-2 in favor of UTA, and you really cannot afford
that minecart has the weirdest hitbox.
It is pretty strange. We're going to see up air into fair, pick up 37%. We do have the diamond tools online.
92% though. I mean, a lot can kill from Me Sword here.
A lot can kill from Me Sword Fighter, and importantly, D-Dog kind of out of materials, not doing a ton of mining.
Yeah, out of iron, no anvils, no minecarts.
Only with a couple pieces of the stone.
Ooh, not going to quite find the 2-frame.
Close. Now with nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
just
Harai has 100 kill options here now.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be hit by any one of them, obviously.
Oh,
one
out
piece of iron.
How did it look like they were out of tools for a second? I'm so confused. Oh no, they were building. Okay, that makes sense.
A couple pieces of iron now. So minecart's back online. Dare's back online with that anvil.
Yep, and you're able to use this
Playing
stone
so patiently in the
effectively.
fair, it's gonna do it. Has the right angle. We're shooting between those two blocks. Sends off stage, but you drop a stock.
Yeah, I mean, not the best situation, but it's livable.
It's doable still. You still have 2 stocks. It was very important that you didn't drop that second stock that you were so scarily close to dropping. D-Dog now with 2 stocks. Gonna have to fight his way through these next 6 stocks from UTA. We're gonna have to see who UTA elects to go with.
Just hit the ladder combo. It doesn't matter who.
I mean, it doesn't matter who. It's kind of like what... It's
Well,
like
I guess
what
the
Atomic
crouching
was doing.
Jigglypuff or Kirby can just drop under.
We're going to see Kyle come out on the side of UTA, and we're going to see his snake.
Yeah.
So
I think that works pretty well here.
I do like that idea for UTA, a character very, very, very equipped to just zone out, rack up percentages, and then whenever he feels like it, he can cash in on those high percentages. And
Not to mention throwing a C4 on one side, standing on the other. Now all of a sudden, Steve can't really build that well to keep you from keeping you mining.
Right. You lock out the mining with a well-placed C4, and then just kind of crawl around the other side of the stage, throw your grenades. It's not really a safe environment for Steve to mine with, which is a problem we saw D-Dog struggle with that last game, critically running out of resources to make that much closer than it probably needed to be to close out that final stock on Donald.
We've seen D-Dog before drop the ladder comp because he ran out of blocks.
Ran out of materials, unfortunately. So we are going to see how this resource management comes into effect in this matchup against D-Dog Steve and Kyle Snake. And again, importantly, Kyle's not it for UTA. If D-Dog is able to overcome a potential resource deficit here and exit either with both of his stocks or only one, he's still got to face the anchor for UTA, which is a tall order, but we're going to have to see how it goes as we head into this next game. D-Dog has to SD here. Gonna emote, show that we're ready to play.
All right, gets the mining immediately. They know they need something.
We have iron tools, but Snake doing so well right now. Just to be annoying and persistent with these grenades.
Yep.
70% already, and all we've done is throw grenades out.
I mean, there's not much Steve can do with it whenever he has dirt, because it'll just die in one hit.
It will just die in one hit, and now D-Dog almost at 100%.
Just don't touch the Steve. That's how you win.
No. Oh, the get-up attack. What an option.
I mean, hey, if they were getting greedy for the smash attack,
Kyle's just reading these rolls that aren't happening, but he doesn't need it. The dash attack's going to do it. D-Dog on his last stock has to try.
22% on Kyle.
I know.
That's not good.
Has to try and find all 3 of these stocks on Kyle.
At this point, I think Kyle's done more damage to himself than D-Dog has.
I think so, too. I don't know how much D-Dog has done, but Kyle's definitely hurt himself with these grenades.
Yep. There's another one.
And D-Dog...
But, I mean, D-Dog's hurting pretty bad, too.
I mean, 15% on this final stock, and you really aren't putting any pressure on Kyle to stop this game plan. You kind of just keep throwing grenades as much as he pleases.
Yeah, and you're just trying to hope you don't run out of materials fast enough.
You have to hope that. Yeah, I mean, really.
I mean, already on stone now. Out of wood, out of dirt. I mean, has a decent amount of stone. I don't know where he's getting the stone from. He's been in the mines.
He's been in the mines for sure. Get up attack. I mean, just nothing really going for D-Dog right now. This pick from UTA to sending Kyle has proven to be incredibly successful. We're going to down throw. We're
These
trying
get-up
to
attacks.
These get-up attacks are kind of saving him because Kyle has elected to down smash after every down throw he's done.
Hoping to try to get the roll read.
Hoping to and just never finding it. But
the
the
up
tilt is going to do it.
3
Kyle,
stocks left just for Kyle.
not even afraid of really losing any stocks because, again, he goes in knowing that his team is at such an advantage. And UTA this time around is able to pick it up 6 stocks to 0 instead of 5 stocks to 0 like last time.
They got a whole nother roster just into their spare stocks.
They did. We never saw who their anchor was.
Yep.
So, I mean, great play from both teams, obviously, and it is UTA that's going to pick up the win 2-0 here against Stony Brook. They're going to punch their ticket to Grand Finals.
I mean, Grand Finals better be ready for Atomic.
They better be ready for Atomic. Atomic's such an explosive player that we saw today. Picked up 12 stocks between both crew battles.
And 2-0 to deaths during it.
Yes, so incredible performance from Atomic. Definitely the outlier player that we saw today, but also great play from the entire side of UTA and a very valiant effort put up from Stony Brook. But again, UTA is going to do it. They're going to take this series 2-0, punch their ticket to Grand Finals, and you can catch that Grand Finals match on the NACE mainstream later tonight. I believe it's 6:30 Eastern time, so soon, but not quite yet. That is going to be it for us, though, here. Thank you so much for tuning in to NACE Grand Finals presented by ASUS ROG with us. I've been Logan.
And I've been Ian.
We hope you have a great rest of your day.
My name is Ryan Murky Mojica. I am a coach at George Mason University Esports Call of Duty team, and I am a computer engineering and computational data science student. When I first needed a car, I was 18, I was straight out of high school, driving a Chevy Suburban up 45 minutes in rush hour every day, and I kind of just got to a point where I kind of wanted something a little bit more enjoyable. InTouch was actually in the same building that I worked in. You know, I went to my dad and asked, like, okay, I want to do this, I want to get a new car, and he said, like, all right, let's go over to InTouch. There was a lot of uncertainty going into this process. I was expecting a lot of paperwork, a lot of numbers, really understand kind of how any of this worked. The person we were talking to was actually a car guy, so he was almost like really excited. He's like, yeah, you're getting your first car, you know, what are you getting?
Having a car really helped me travel for esports events, and not only that, it just gives me the ability to be the team dad. I give my players rides, get to campus for NACE matches, and just supporting the team in a bigger way that I wouldn't be able to before. If any NACE students are looking for financial tools, resources, and support from people who care, I recommend checking out InTouch Credit Union. With graduation coming up, I honestly don't think I'd be where I'm at in my financial journey without them.